Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of December 8th. The start of Season 1 is here. So lots to talk about this week and all the things starting up for Season 1. And I actually just put a video out before this one about all the things you need to know for the start of Season 1 as far as Mythic Pluses, PvP, like Conquest Caps and stuff like that, and Torghast changes for this week specifically. If you want to check that out. Anyways, so I will attempt to give you Mythic Plus affixes in this video. I say attempt because I don't know if these are going to be accurate or not. But if they're on like the same schedule as before, these could possibly be accurate. Or if they just data mined it or whatever. So I'll try to give this, but I will give the caveat that these may not be the Mythic Plus affixes. And once the rotation is for sure set in stone, I will of course be starting every video with the Mythic Plus affixes as I have in the past. So this week we have Fortified, Spiteful, Volcanic, and then Prideful. Again, that's Fortified, Spiteful, Volcanic, and Prideful. We will see if that bears out. If so, then we can just continue giving them without any interruption going forward. Also, this week, let's just talk real quick about what's going on in the game. We have the Battleground bonus event and PvP Brawl Pact House. So this is a lot of honor that you can get. Why this is good is because, first of all, now you'll be able to upgrade your honor gear to Mythic 0 level, I believe, from just the regular vendor guy. Maybe it's even higher, but at least to Mythic level. And so everybody, especially this week with all the extra honor, could in theory at least have Mythic 0 gear without having to do too much, too many battlegrounds. You still have to do quite a few, don't get me wrong. But this is a ton of honor between the PvP brawl, between the battleground bonus event. That's just a ton of honor. So I did want to mention that. And we also have the Dark Moon Fair going on this week. The biggest things I'll mention just for this particular, I always normally give a spiel about the Dark Moon Fair, but what I'll say is, first of all, professions. If you're stuck on something like, let's say, enchanting, which is a bit expensive to level up, you can go get some level up in your professions there, basically for free. And unless they somehow change that for Shadowlands, I guess I haven't checked yet. But in theory, you could go get some free skill ups there at Dark Moon Fair. Also, the leveling and reputation bonus as well. So if you're farming some certain reps up, or if you are leveling alts or leveling your main still, you can go to Dark Moon Fair and grab those buffs. So those are options as well. Other than that, this week I already mentioned the Mythic Plus season starting. I mentioned the video I made, so I go into more detail on this in that video. But basically, farm 10s for gear at the end of dungeon, farm 14s for Great Vault, and by that I mean not only do you need to do at least one to get one 226 option in the Great Vault, but if you want to have all 226 options in the Great Vault, you would need to do 10 Mythic 14s or higher. So again, I go into more detail on that in the other video. We have the raid starting up. That's normal and heroic difficulties. Everything will be unlocked and ready to go in those two difficulties. And then we also have the PvP season starting as well. Conquest is capped per week at 550 points. So that way you can't just farm all the gear the first week and be fully geared in 1 week. As that makes sense to me because, you can't get fully geared in a raid in 1 week or anything like that. So you shouldn't be able to technically get fully geared in PvP in 1 week either. So that is capped. I mentioned that. I go into that a little bit more detail in the previous video that I put out. But rated PvP starts as well. So arena, rated battlegrounds, and whatnot. You start getting your ranking up. So very exciting week for me. I'll have videos posted with boss kills. I'll probably not do any normal, but heroic boss kills will be up. So that'll pretty much flood the channel this week. And then anything else that I decide to do, or any news, or any interesting things that come out. So, a very exciting week for me. Hopefully, a very exciting week for everybody. Shadowlands has been great so far. I personally don't have many complaints. So, A+ from me. As always, I do ask you to subscribe to the channel because it helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody have a good one.